Good morning, traders. Beautiful September day. Nice Friday. For those passionate traders, Friday's a depressing day. Why? Because Saturday, Sunday gets boring not to trade. I love trading. I wish trading was 7 days a week, but it's not. Anyway, we may have a repeat of yesterday. Market's going to lure you in to buy some stuff expensive and then drops. And then you find out that you paid too much for it. Listen, I always say that. Do not overpay for anything. There is no rush to buy anything. Take your time. We still have some 6, 7 hours to go. So you have to find opportunity in those 6 to 7 hours. If you rush in right now, like everyone else, to make transactions, to execute, to buy or sell, things just not going to happen. It's not going to be, you won't be in charge of those executions. Market's going to dictate what they're going to sell and what they're going to buy. Don't do it then. You take your time, let everybody rush and let everybody does their thing, and then you go in, you take your time, you go in, study what we need to do, come up with a strategy. Every day you need to have a strategy. It's not like, okay, this is my set strategy and I'm going to go in and that's it. And that's my strategy is going to be this way. This is my strategy for as long as I'm in the market. No, every day is a different strategy. Every day you're going to say, depending on what the market condition is, you're going to design a strategy that's going to work for that condition. Okay? Market is full of surprises. What you think is going to sell is not going to. What you think is going to be a good buy is not going to. The entire concept here is you are running this bull. This bull is not going to ram you. You are going to take charge and say, okay, I'm going to dictate what the market's going to do for me. I will not let the market to be in charge of my destiny. This is what traders make a mistake. Almost 99.9% of the traders make a mistake. They think, you know what? I'm just going to go in and start buying some stuff. I have no clue what's going on. And I'm hoping I make some money out of it. It's just not going to work. And what I hear nowadays, everybody's in crypto. It's like, what is crypto? You want to be in crypto? Get a ticket, go to Vegas, and just do some gambling. Crypto can tank tomorrow. Yes, it can go up as well, but I prefer something to be steady than something that can tank within 10 seconds. It's just not for us. Not for us as professional traders. We're here to have consistent income. We're here to make money and to grow. Not become rich overnight. We're going to get rich, but slowly, over time, not overnight. I mentioned some stuff in the past about yo-yo your stock. What does that mean? You can have 1 or 2 shares of something, and that something means that solid stocks, good companies. You can buy and sell them as they go low and high. Now, if a stock shoots up and constantly goes up, and we tend to short that stock, but don't just short any stock because sometimes that shorting can continue for months and you're stuck with that stock and you may never ever be able to recover. Or you may lock down your cash for a long time and never be able to get that cash that you need to buy on a dip. So don't do it. If you're going to short smart. Short one share at a time, 2 shares at a time, depending on the size of the dollar amount of the stock or the nature of that stock. If it's a super rabbit, as I've said, super rabbit, super turtle. If it's a super rabbit, It may just continue going up and up and up, and then one day it can shoot back down. But we don't know when it's going to stop going up. So those are the important things you got to remember. Um, Listen, your portfolio is just like a little baby. You leave a little baby in the middle of nowhere, that baby can hurt him or herself. You can't do that. You need to watch your little baby. You need to watch your portfolio. If you keep your eyes off of your portfolio is going to get hurt. It's going to crash into the wall. It'll just destroy you. This is not, I'm going to do this as a side thing. This is a career. This is something that you want to do for the rest of your remaining life. Yes, unless you want to buy something as an investor. Then at that point, you're not a trader, you're an investor. You buy something and you hope that maybe within 6 months or a year, you'll have some gain on it. You sell it. Even that, you'll have to watch it once in a blue moon. But as a trader, trader is not a side job. Trader is a full-time job. Investor is a side job. Investor, you invest, you go about your doing your daily business and come back a month later to see what your investment is doing. Okay? So one thing that I hate that is all of these technicals. I hate technicals. I'm an electrical engineer, but I hate data and technicals. Too much data and technicals, it's going to backfire against what you want to do. It's going to stop you from execution. Stop looking at all these millions of charts and try to analyze them. You can't analyze them. No one can analyze them. Market's got a mind of its own. It's going to do what it's going to do. No one can tell it or no one can predict where it's going to go. The only thing you can do is manipulate the market to do what you want it to do. It's very important. So you let the market decide. You don't let the market decide what you want to do. You tell the market what you want the market to do for you. Don't get overly emotional when there are swings. If your portfolio goes down, it doesn't matter. If your portfolio is designed right, you take advantage of those down moments. If your portfolio is done horribly, if it's not um, designed correctly, if you don't have the right amount of shorts and longs, a right number of shares, or you're heavy on one company and you lower another company, yes, you're going to get hurt. So you need to have a good equilibrium of number of shares, short or long, enough cash in your portfolio to make a move if you need to. You need to consider all of those factors. Don't be afraid. You need to make a move based on the fundamentals we talk about here. You're going to have to trigger at some point. And if you're going to do it right. Don't go take your time and study the stock or my recommendation and just go ahead and place one order for something and then that order on a limit. It just doesn't work like that. Place your orders based on the position sizing you need to fill. And then pull the trigger. Okay? So, again, this is the largest and leanest watch list / portfolio that I've designed for my traders here. I tell all my traders, you come on board, you come on board. That's okay. You're going to have to start somewhere. You're going to get a small portfolio. You're going to learn what needs to get done. By the way, the market's flat right now. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn this strategy. You need to pass a test, a day test. The day test will be a $5,000 portfolio. We test you on that to see if you understand the concept of MicroStrategy trading. You understand it, you pass that day test with a gain, no losses, then you get a temporary test for 30 days. And at that point, We watch you. You've got to be able to have gains on a weekly basis. Once you pass that secondary test, then you get your permanent portfolio with us and you get a warm up. Consider that a warm up portfolio of $26,000. There's a couple of fees that most of you guys know. There's a $200 and a $1,000 non-refundable for both portfolios. And that enables us to give you that kind of money. But that's a warm up portfolio, 26,000. Don't look at it, well, it's not a lot of money to work with. Trust me, it's a warm up. It'll get you to the next stage. The next stage would be $50,000. You do okay, you move up. At a $50,000 to $75,000, you're going to start seeing some serious income, some decent, reasonable income. To me, reasonable income. At about $100,000, you're going to see much better income. You move to 250, that's great income you're going to see. So you're going to have to understand the concept first before we even move on. Can't just guesswork anything. You give love to your portfolio, it will show you love. Guarantee that. Spend time with it, and your portfolio will show you gains. Neglect it, and portfolio will make your life miserable. It's like a marriage, really. It's a relationship. So you need to spend time with it. Okay, so enough of talk. Let's just go over what the market is doing right now. Market opened up fairly high, the Dow Jones, of course, and the air came out of the market, fizzled, and it's flat. And that will give us some opportunities, some chances to look at some stuff. Okay, and just want to give you a clear example, just right off the bat. Okay, on any given day, and I tell you guys that on any given day, no matter what the market condition is, my portfolio will give me gains. Where are my gains? In the bottom of my portfolio, right here. Let's take a look. Here's a gain right here. Alibaba, I bought 5 shares of it right down here. Well, $3, but I have better gains here. Let's take a look. Right here, Zoom. Beautiful. I knew Zoom was undervalued. Made suggestions by Zoom. I bought 10 shares. My last purchase, $100 gain. The one before that, $77 gain. You're gonna take your gains out of this. You don't take it, it's gone. Peloton, right here. I bought 14 shares. I dumped 10, and I've got another 4 shares at 54. Yeah, you can let it run a little bit more, but for me, it doesn't matter. One bad news, one bad accident, Peloton's going to go back down again. Lamb Research right here, 4 shares. See the way I bought them? One at a time, 1, 2, and 1. You see it? Take your time. 4 shares, $100 gain. So at any given day, I have gains in my portfolio. Here's another one, Cree, LED manufacturer. $32 gain on 10 shares. What else we got in here? Is that good enough for me? Yeah, it's good enough. It's a good start. We don't know where the market's going to go. Here's another one. Chewy. $30 gain. It's undervalued. It's already suffered enough. Can take out 20 shares. Almost $40 gain. Okay, so here where we are. Here's what's going on. Here's ARC. Kathy Wood. $20 gain on a 10 shares. I can take out all these gains. There's no need for them to be sitting there. Not going to do me any good. They'll disappear. Okay, so with that in mind, we may have another down day today. Down day is good. We can take advantage of, do some more buyings and dump our gains. It's a rotation. And September and October historically supposed to be bad months, so we're going to take advantage of it. In any event, our trading is our trading. It doesn't matter. We're going to sell and buy whatever we got to do. All right. So with that in mind, let's just go over some of the stuff we bought. List of my recommendations. By the way, GPN, I dumped a bunch of it yesterday. I left with 26 shares, of which I'm going to build back on it. Let's take a look at it. Transactions, GPN. Everything's transparent here. There's no game. There's nothing hidden here. See it right here? Sell and sell. I sold 30 shares right here at a gain. Great gain too. My last share was $172. So I got my gain and I got out and I said I'll just wait for it to go down again. But the 26 shares that's left in here, that means I did not get my gain on it yet. I'll just wait until I get my gain. Now, obviously there's some bad news came out that this gone down. We don't know exactly what it is. I don't know exactly what that bad news is, but I wait for that bad news to settle before I go and make my move again. Okay. Don't look at it on your day. Just stick with your transactions. Stick with your strategy. Don't pay mind to anything else except what's on your list, what you need to do. Okay, so enough of talk. Let's just go over some stuff that's worth buying and looking at. Again, don't go buy immediately to make those transactions. Take your time. Okay, so here we go. Cigna. See, all the healthcare stocks are gone down. This is a conversion, right? You see, guys? Anthem. I got one short share. This is what I call yo-yo stock right here. I short one share, I wait to go up, come down, and I just get my gain, one share only, $22 gain. It's fair. I convert it to long. It will go back up. At some point, I dump it at a gain, and I convert it again. That's called yo-yo stock. And you can have 20, 30 of them, 40 of them. I've got a bunch of them in here. But I need to keep these in my portfolio because I need to watch actions as they happen. So don't forget. Okay, so Dow's negative again. Good for us. We want a bad market. We want a market that's not consistently going up. We want it to be swinging between negative and positives. So if you are at 940, you start placing orders in, yes, you probably have some losses right now in your hand. But as I say, take your time. Don't rush in. Let all the suckers go in. Buy everything they want to buy. We take our time. We choose what we want to choose. Whatever's left for dead, whatever's weak, we pick up because we know they're going to bounce. And these are not penny stocks. These are real good S&P blue chip companies. Okay, so let's go over what we need to buy. I'm going to go with Cigna. You see it? Right here. The way I do it, go my transaction. You can do that with me. Cigna. Lowest for the day, 203.91. It's at 204.52. Look at the gap here, 204.52 and 209. It dropped from 210 all the way to here. What does that mean? It may continue to drop. So as a caution, I'm only going to buy 5 shares. I typically like to buy 10 shares, but I wait. I'm going to place my order at 203.50. I'll even go below what's in here. Why? The market is on its way down, so I may catch that 203.50. You may even catch it. So that's that one. A good portfolio, a good strategy, you should have a lot of stocks on order, of which a quarter of them will get picked up only. Remember that. Okay, again, this is another healthcare stock. Obviously, there's some big news with the healthcare. We don't really care what's going on, but we know it's getting hit. United Health, right here is another one. It's short. I wait till it go down. GPN, I sold it yesterday for 172, 10 shares. Maybe I'll pick up another 10 shares. GPN. Okay, this is what you don't want. You see it, 166.25, 166.62. That means it's dropping. It's continuing to drop. We're going to stay away from that. It dropped all the way from 173. You do not want to touch these. You want them to settle. Then you go back to it when it settles. When it's away from the day low, that's when you make a move. And it doesn't mean stop going down today. It may still go down Monday. So make no mistake about that. Bleeding does not stop immediately. We may take some time. Take-Two, gaming. I picked up 10 shares. It went down yesterday. I picked up 10 shares, but no rush. It's let's take a look at what the actions on it is. Take-Two. Here's another example, 152.01, 152.2. It's dropping. Stay away from it. Dangerous. Biogen went down yesterday. Refused to buy it. Someone told me how come you didn't pick it up. It went down, I think, 20 points, 24 points. I knew that that was a bleeding. It didn't stop, so I'm still going to stay away from it. Um, Crown Castle, insurance, REIT, real estate. I'm short. I will wait. No rush. AMED. Here's one stock that I've been buying and selling. So I've got 24 shares right now on it. Dropped 3 points. It may be worth to pick up another small shares. AMED. Let's take a look at what the action is on it. I don't even look at any charts. None of that stuff. No news. Nothing. 179.20, 179.40. Stay away from it. Will continue to drop. NOC, my favorite company right here. I only picked up 26 shares. Now let's take a look at this right here. I started from 360 as one share, then 359. What is it now? 353. You didn't see all my 26 shares at 359. I purchased them in increments, so 358 right here. So what does that mean? It dropped 3 points today, so it's worth buying it. Let's take a look right here. I like that company. That company is not going to go anywhere. NOC, same thing, 353, 14, 67. Big drop still. We'll stay away from it. Take our time. Ring Central. This has been continually dropping for the past few days. It's very close to its 52-week low. You see it? It's actually, it is at the 52-week low almost. So I bought only 11 shares. It's okay. I think I did buy them in small quantities. You see it? 5 and 5 from 243. It's 229 now. Didn't get hit much hard. It's okay. I'm down only 100, but I'll recover. So it's worth looking at it again. RNG, 230. Bounce back a bit. Okay. It looks like that may be the floor for today. But I'm still not going to pay 230. I'm going to pay 229. Since it's very close to the to the lowest of the day, I'm going to go 229. If he catches it, that's great. If not, I can always buy another company. Okay. Fidelity. It had a good run. I'll wait on it. I already built my position on it. It's better for me to wait on it. I don't need to bring my costs down. I will wait until all the bleeding stops and it just bounces back. Pfizer right here. I had some shares I sold yesterday, but I bought 10 more yesterday. It's a good company. It's worth to buy 10 more shares. Let's see where we are with it. 112.50, 112.60. What does that mean? Stay away from it. Wait. You want to be daring? No problem. We'll be daring. I'll take it at 111.50. If I catch it, that would be great. See? It's still dropping slowly. But 111.50 is far away from this price. If he catches it, that would be good news. Here's another good company. I love this company. Spin-off of Dell. Oh, well, before we go that, ZBH, right here, 22 shares. Let's see. Yes, 22 shares right here. I can pick up 10 more shares. Not a big deal, depending on your size of the portfolio. Could be 5 shares for you guys. Let's see where we are with it. Status, 142.18 from 144. 142, close to the lows of the day. If I'm going to get a deal, I better get it at 141. If I don't get it, that's okay. I'm not in a rush to buy it. I'm just looking for deals. Lockheed Martin, you see this company right here? This is the company that will go back up to 400 again. 100%. Guaranteed. No question asked. So I wouldn't mind to go beyond my position sizing. And you should have that in your portfolio too. Sometimes you will go beyond that position sizing. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we go to Lockheed Martin and LMT will have to do like that, unfortunately. Lockheed Martin, we're going to do 5 more shares of it. We're not going to do 10. We're going to go slowly. I started with 10, but I'm going to go slowly now. 346.56, 347. I think at 346.50 would be a fair deal for me. I'm willing to pay that much for it. Okay, see at 347. Before I execute this, it dropped from 350 to 347. It's getting very close to that 346. Why don't I modify this? If I can save myself this 50 cents, I would do it. I would drop it to 346. No rush to buy it. I don't need to buy it immediately. I can take my time with it. So LMT was the last one we had. Okay, here we go. Okay, so LMT down 50 points. Here we go again. It's doing it to you again. Dow is actually playing you guys. It's gonna say, come to me. When you go to Dow to the market, it'll just slap you so hard. It'll make you cry. Here's another good one before I move on, by the way. WDC. I like this company. I started building positions on it. See right here? Slowly, take your time. See? Right here. This is a beautiful thing right here. I could take out some gains if I want to, right here. See this bunch right here? But I don't need to. It's not, this company's not going anywhere. So why don't I add to my position a little bit more? I wanted to buy more yesterday, but I said, let me take my time, but maybe another down day tomorrow. 58, 68, 60, 58, 60. I think 58 may be a good, reasonable price for this to get. So let's go back up to the list. Okay, and let's see what we have here. GPN, you see we didn't buy it. I think it's still dropping. Take-Two is another one. Let's take a look at what Take-Two did so far. TTWO. Okay, 152, 152. Still dropping. You see it? Yes, stay away from it. And what are the goodies we have here we can pick up? Northrop Grumman, we discussed that. VMW. Let's go to VMW. It's a good company. 142.7. Very close to that drop. We'll wait on that. No rush. Here's another one I built positions on. 14 shares. Again, 4 means they had a big drop. From what price point? From 189. What is it right now? If you were a sucker, you bought 20, 30, 40 shares of this when it dropped at 189, you would have been in big, deep trouble right now. You would not want to do that. You see, it's still dropping. So why don't we buy just additional shares to this? LHCG. LHCG. Why don't we do 10 shares? I'd like to buy it at 176.20. It doesn't mean I'm going to keep it. Even if it catches at 176.20, it doesn't mean I don't need to keep. I don't have to keep it. I can dump it in the afternoon with my gain. What else we got in here? Fiserv, we passed by Fiserv. Let me see what we have. Lulu. Okay, I had 2 shares. Take a look right here. I shorted 1 share. 1 share, $11. I'm happy. I'm going to cash that later. No problem. Ring Central right here. I think I did place an order on it. Netflix, I'm short on that. See it? 13 shares. I had more shares, but I dumped it. I'll wait till I catch it. Netflix will have a big drop on couple of bad shows, and then we'll catch it when it drops, and we'll go long on that. I love Netflix. LMT we discussed this. Here's another one right here. I bought and sold. I picked up 10 shares yesterday. I think I can pick up another 10 shares today. AV. See, you get to live with these stocks. They become your friends. 10 shares. 90. Look at this right here. What do you guys should think we should do here? Anybody knows? Anybody? Nobody? Yes. We should stay away from it. It's very close to that lowest of the day. Amgen right here had a big drop yesterday. Bought some yesterday. I'll wait. Close to the 52-week low. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look, see what we got here. AMGN. AMGN. 213.73. Stay away. Stay away and you go back to it later. Put that on your map. Put that on your radar. Let's see what we have in here. Here's another job right here. Picked up 10 shares. We wait on it. No big deal. Visa is a good one. 100%. Let's pick up some Visa. 226, 225. Big drop. I'd like to wait. I'll come back to it. Put that on your radar. Here's a conversion I made. It went up all the way to 168. I dropped it. I picked up 2 shares. So I'm going to probably wait until I cash out my gain. I'll go back long again on it. What else we have in here? T-Mobile, my favorite right here. See, I've been picking up slowly. I'd like to pick up some more shares again today. When this thing's bounce, it's going to bounce big. T-Mobile. Give me another 10 shares. I'll pick it up at 130 today. Let's see what else we have in here. You know what? I want to go crazy. I sold a bunch of BA shares yesterday. I'd like to pick up maybe 10 of them to start with. Let's see where it is at right now. 212.80, 212.50. I can pick up, let's say, 20 shares. Let's not go crazy. 10 shares at 212.50. You may hit it. You could try that too. L3 Harris, still overpriced. Okay, so we're just going to wait for the market to settle a bit more. Then what I'll do is on my WhatsApp team, I will send you, okay, look, ring got picked up, 5 shares, 229. That's a fish. That's a good fish. And I'm going to make money on it. On my WhatsApp, on our WhatsApp team for the members, I'm going to leave a message with a list of all my recommendations, and you guys make a move on it. I hope the video was good today. Please leave me a feedback on the YouTube channel so others can see if the video is helpful or not. Not on the WhatsApp, but on the YouTube channel on the comment part. Thank you guys, and stay focused, and we'll talk again later, and listen to my recommendations.